D'Amato, of course. Right hand.
At 19, Mike Tyson was something we'd never seen before and ever will again, running through seasoned veterans like they were sparring partners off the street.
Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
Join us as we take you back to when Iron Mike was at his primal best, destroying everything in his path when the world wasn't ready for what was coming. This is the Tyson that changed boxing forever. This is the Boxing Lab. Let's go. Just 12 days after turning 19, Mike Tyson was already tearing through the heavyweight division like a man on a mission. 7 fights, 7 knockouts, and now unbeaten Lorenzo Kennedy from Detroit was next in line to test his luck.
July 25th in Birmingham, Michigan.
Tyson was on him from the opening seconds.
Kennedy is a boxer, but gets knocked down with the first left hook he takes. Look at the pop. Kennedy, little shaky now, takes a right hand. This one could end in a hurry. Kennedy in serious trouble.
This fight, he comes right at you, and boy, he is blazing when he comes out.
It was clear this wouldn't last long.
Right hand glances off the chin, but it rocked Kennedy, the left hook.
Oh, and Tyson, you have to like how poised he is right here. He is picking his shots well. He is hurting.
This one could be over. It is.
And it was, in 65 seconds. Just 3 weeks later, Tyson was back in Atlantic City. This time, a veteran named Michael Johnson was the next man brave enough to stand across from the teenage sensation.
But hold on to your hats. Nobody thinks it's going to go that far. Yep.
Tyson looked electric from the first bell.
Right to the heart.
Quickly want to point out.
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left hook. Canvas.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it all there.
19-year-olds shouldn't be hitting with that power.
All over. Goodbye.
I hope he's not hurt because that was a brutal, wide-open punch.
He did not have his guard up, and Mike
Tyson was now fighting at a pace nobody could keep up with. His 10th fight in just 7 months. And Robert Collet, a man with 14 wins on his record, came running out of his corner like he actually wanted to be there.
Last fight. And already we can see Tyson giving away height this time.
That enthusiasm lasted about as long as you'd expect.
Away height. He's giving away weight as well, about 7 pounds to Collet. Tyson 5'10". Oh, a good 6'3". Left hook, good night.
Beating Tyson's fastest knockout from the last fight by 2 seconds.
There's a mandatory 8. They keep wheeling him out. He keeps knocking him over. Well, that has got to be one of the quickest. Tyson.
1 week. That's all the rest Tyson needed before he was back in the ring. This time against Sterling Benjamin, a man who'd just gone 7 rounds with Olympic gold medalist Tyrell Biggs.
Last fight, Atlantic City, bit of a come down now.
From the start, Benjamin tried to hide behind the jab, but it wouldn't last.
11th fight, 10 wins, 7 inside round 1. Did I say 7? Make that 8, perhaps, in fight number 11. The count is 5. And Sterling Benjamin just beats the count. On they go. Is he going to make the bell? Somehow, you know, I just kind of doubt it. There's only so much punishment anybody can take. That is the limit of Sterling.
10 fights, 10 knockouts, and the world was taking notice.
He have a sledgehammer, man. You know, when I go down there, I feel it. He really hit hard. It's the hardest I ever been hit.
It is the hardest you're ever.
The hardest of my whole career, man.
3 days later, Tyson's world was shattered. Cus D'Amato, the man who raised him, trained him, and turned a troubled kid from Brownsville into the most terrifying teenager in boxing, passed away. 9 days later, Tyson channeled that pain into something violent, stepping into the ring in Houston against the Southern boxing champion Eddie Richardson. a 6'6" fighter who towered over him by nearly a foot.
Contest to see how Richardson.
From the first second, Tyson fought like a man, pouring every ounce of grief into his fists.
That's the Amato, of course. Right hand by Tyson. As belief as we are.
Eddie Richardson said he was going to go after. Serious error in strategy right there.
The assault was relentless.
In 3/4 inch neck, which is approximately the size of actress Shelley Duvall's.
And you certainly see the punching power in
A fellow for whom everybody predicts a great future. If they can find some fights for him.
Mike sent Richardson to the shadow realm, then helped him up like he was his friend.
And now the knockout. A left hook, a la Frazier. And down goes Richardson. And you know,
By December 1985, Tyson had only been a professional for 9 months, and he was already running out of men willing to fight him. Sammy Scaff, a tough Kentucky brawler with 13 knockouts of his own, stepped up to the Felt Forum in New York, wearing confidence he hadn't earned.
Pretend, but don't go away.
17 seconds in, Tyson shattered Scaff's nose with a single punch. And from that moment on, it was target practice.
Tyson already coming in, got in a short left hook. There's the big left hook, and that rocked Sammy Scaff early.
It sure did. He's a right hand. He's not over.
Look at the legs. Look at where the power comes from when he bends and gets his body into those punches.
You got to watch this one real close.
Blood coming from the nose of Sammy Scaff already. On the run. Blood just pouring down from the nose of Sammy Scaff.
Tyson does not throw wild punches.
Big left hook. And there is Scaff.
Scaff went down. The referee waved it off, and Tyson walked away wearing the black trunks that would become his signature for the very first time. 2 days after Christmas 1985, while the rest of the world was still digesting turkey, Tyson was back at the Latham Coliseum for his 15th fight in just 10 months. And Mark Young actually came out swinging like he believed he had a chance.
Probably miss a Mike Tyson fight.
He's a young, strong guy who jumps right on his opponents. And
Young threw everything he had in those opening seconds.
Because this guy's been a little wild, he's going to get caught with something. That jab pushed him back. Oh, this guy is like a ball of granite.
Awesome. It is absolutely awesome. Just sit back.
Everyone in the arena knew Young was running into trouble.
A low right from Young.
15 fights, 15 knockouts, and 1985 wasn't even Tyson's final form. 1986 started exactly the way 1985 ended, with another body on the canvas. David Jocko was a man who'd beaten an undefeated Razor Ruddock and shared the ring with future champions. And he took the fight for $5,000 because he needed the money to save his family. From the opening bell, Tyson swarmed Jocko from every angle. In under 2.5 minutes, Jocko took his $5,000, and that was that.
There's a great need for someone with the explosive punching power that Mike possesses to bring back some of that excitement that's been missing in the division for a long, long time.
The hype around teenage Tyson was building across the boxing world. His next victim was Mike Jamison, a crafty veteran with 17 wins. who fancied himself tough enough to go the distance with the teenage destroyer.
Verge of becoming a world-class man. Don't blink. This is round number 1.
Set the pace right from the word go.
Finisher, he's established that early.
As usual, Tyson went in to punish from the start.
A 4th round KO of 7 months.
Yeah, Ken, he has a long road ahead of him. He is a young... Jameson is doing what I think he has to do, and that's keep on the move for those wicked punches he throws. He's connecting very well, though, with some good body shots, hard body shots. Jameson's hands seem to be dropping rather fast, though.
Just 13 days ago. And he had a first-round knockout of Dave Jacko. His next fight. This is the first round. He's trying to finish off Mike.
A good left hook to the body. That's a very good sign that this young fighter is learning with the body.
Jameson now, within 15 seconds of surviving in the black trunks. Figures to be the next heavyweight champion of the world.
Tyson.
He's after him, and that's the end.
Jameson managed to survive, but Tyson didn't stop coming.
Keep this little guy off you.
Here comes Tyson. Jameson battling back right up.
Are wondering now what happens when this young kid that can punch so hard hit. Experience will tell. Everybody's yet to
Los Angeles.
Jameson has suffered a cut that affects his vision. I think it was opened with some of those nice uppercuts that Tyson's been throwing when he gets close to him.
1/4 inches. Tyson, the strong left to Jameson in round number 2. It has.
Good right hand line. 90% of the time it did hurt him.
The left, the right to the side. Mike Jameson comes out swinging against Mike Tyson. Very, very dedicated. Hit below the belt.
Yeah, a little bit.
Here in the first month of 1986. They're hungry for a new...
The effects of those big punches, such as that good right hand.
Tyson turned it up a level at the start of round 4.
You learn all these little tricks.
Mike Tyson takes 2 steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts. Now a right, a left. He's got him down. Mike Tyson.
5 and 6 punches. But Mike Tyson does it.
Here he is again. 19. Trying to extend his record to 17-0.
And he's going about it the right way.
Here he comes. Tyson, who wants to be a finisher like Ray Leonard. For young Mike Tyson.
He's just one tough customer.
The last half minute of the 4th round before he was KO'd. And this is live action in round 5. Mike Jameson, the 31-year-old cover boy, trying to end it here in round number 5.
Jameson is doing at this point what I think he should have been doing from the first. Oh, he just took a right hand.
He's down.
Jameson was down again, and Joe Cortez had seen enough. By February 1986, Tyson was no longer a secret. He was on the cover of Ring magazine, and this was his first fight on national television. Jesse Ferguson was no pushover either. 14 wins, 10 knockouts, a man who'd outpointed Buster Douglas and knocked out Reggie Gross. This was the first real test of whether the hype was real.
And it has been kind to Mike Tyson. Here we go. He is...
From the opening bell, Ferguson proved he was different from the journeymen Tyson had been destroying.
Longer than have some of Tyson's 12 first-round knockout victims. But now, Tyson got an uppercut through...
One of the things that makes Tyson so special, he threw a tremendous left hook, missed with it, and didn't go off balance. Always in position to punch.
Ferguson landed one good left. We'll be back. In Troy, New York, Jesse Ferguson stepping out of his corner in the red.
Now we're told that it's Tyson getting through the guard.
Not be an inadvisable strategy. Tyson only
Him with an opponent that just grabbed him and looked to survive, and he really didn't keep his concentration.
against Mike Tyson. And Jesse Ferguson. Good right.
event.
Round after round, the boogeyman absorbed vicious combinations that would have crumbled lesser men.
No one in the arena believed before this began that it would go to a decision. You mentioned, of course, the relationship to Patterson, both Miller, that there is really no direct comparison in style between the two fighters. In control. It's two fighters, one named Don Halpin, another...
By the fourth round, Tyson had seen enough of this survival act.
Heavyweight fight between Mike Tyson and Jesse Ferguson. Tyson. And immediately following the bell, Mike Tyson delivered.
It's difficult to judge the motivation of a fighter, but...
Then in the fifth, Iron Mike unleashed absolute hell.
I think he respects Ferguson. And he's just...
A TKO defeat, not a decision. Was in trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here. Blood coming out from the nose, put him down. 6, 7, 8, up at 9.
I think that uppercut broke Ferguson's nose, Jim. He is in desperate trouble. He will not last much longer. Rivera almost stopped it there. Mike Tyson's known as a great finisher. Let's see how he does with Ferguson.
Ferguson gamely hanging in, having trouble covering up. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Time as a professional Tyson's ever been in this round.
He's going to have to get in there and force him apart.
Another left.
Oh.
Can't say I blame him.
The only thing Rivera can do is what he just did. Give him a warning, maintain a little bit of distance so that he's going to take a point. He's disqualifying him. He disqualified Jesse Ferguson.
Tyson had just passed his biggest test yet, and the whole country watched it happen. By March 1986, Tyson was 19 fights deep with 19 knockouts, a perfect record that was becoming harder to believe with every fight. Steve Zuski was a tough veteran from Massachusetts who'd never been knocked off his feet in 34 professional fights.
And round number 1 is underway.
From the start, Tyson turned Zuski into his personal punching bag.
Disgusted that Zalski looked ready to fall. What a body shot with the left hand. His jab is just an awesome weapon. But his beat him on a 10-round decision and hit him with his best shots and couldn't take him off his feet. Mike Perkins, Benny Canosi, but he's never been in there. There's no question Tyson can punch. And his stamina, I think that was tested against Jesse Ferguson back in... Tyson, the veteran Arthur Marquette. Solid right hands and stand there. And just to get in the center of this 18-foot ring and keep moving. Zalski with a solid right hand off the head of Tyson.
Zuski tried to scrap it out.
I'd say right now, has as good a chin as any heavyweight in the division now. And survived the first round, although it's not over. And we're heading to the bell. Well, the round card girl is still stepping down. Tyson comes out just about the same as their first fight, with Foreman winning on a TKO. Zalski doing what he can to Tyson moves in and smacks it. That time was a short left hook to the head. Today he weighed in at 220.5 pounds, 210. Standing directly in front of Zalski.
Mike wanted to be the first man to put Zuski down.
Doing an admirable job throwing back. Catches Tyson with 2 right hands coming in and a left hook. A solid combination by Tyson, who rarely opens up with a solid combination of about 6 blows. Zalski, and it looks like Zalski will get through another one. New York. He took on rated contender Jesse Ferguson. Converted southpaws, Jerry Cooney included. Many of those Tyson is not one of them. Tyson just bodied by Mike Tyson, who looks to be just getting some real heavy live sparring in there. Got Zalski in big trouble against the rope, but Tyson lays back, because Tyson is an outstanding finisher. If you risk getting head-butted or maybe taking a thumb in the eye, except not tonight, take a thumb in his glove. There's a solid right uppercut to Tyson's head. With about 2 seconds to go, and there is a solid shot.
Tyson called it his worst performance ever, which tells you everything you need to know about the standard this kid was holding himself to at 19. In June 1986, Tyson stepped into Madison Square Garden for the first time, the mecca of boxing. Across from him stood Reggie Gross, a dangerous puncher from Baltimore who'd knocked out a future world champion and had absolutely no fear of the young destroyer. Gross came out swinging with everything he had. Then, when Gross paused for a split second, Tyson made him pay. Madison Square Garden had officially met the future of heavyweight boxing. This was it. The last time the world would see Mike Tyson fight as a teenager. Standing across from him was William Hosea, a man who had no idea he was about to be the final name on the most destructive teenage resume in boxing history.
Have gone the full 10-round trip. So, is this going to follow suit? Mark you, Reggie Gross only lasted one.
Hosea actually caught Tyson clean with a left hook early on, and Tyson didn't even blink.
Tyson's 23rd professional fight, 22 unbeaten streak. And Hosea, well... Oh, no, that was just a slip. James Tillis was the first man to take him the distance, and Blood Green at Madison Square Garden was the second in the next fight. But Tyson answered any questions about the stamina. First 3 minutes, and he's adding the jab maybe to his armory now. We didn't see that punch finisher.
Then Tyson went to work on rounding off his teenage years in style.
Good right uppercut, and once again the legs twitch. Hosea in trouble, and down.
Just like that, the teenage chapter was closed. 23 fights, 21 knockouts. All before his 20th birthday. The kid from Brownsville had announced himself to the world, and the world wasn't ready. What came next would change boxing forever. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment which version of Tyson was your favorite. Thanks for watching.